Let your opinion be heard by dialing 476-1045 or tweet into the show at 1045 The Team. Now, more of Levack and Wolf on 1045 The Team.
One half of me making a nice payday out of the Preakness was Wolf's friend and friend of the show, Gary Contesta. So, Gary, first of all, thank you for your Stradivari pick. I just want to go out and just start with that. Thank you very much.
Hey, Gary.
How you guys doing?
All right.
Good, man. We're home.
Was that you that drove down there and bet the $80,000 to win on that horse?
No. I bet more than I thought I would, but not that much. No, not that much.
How about one guy drove down to Pimlico, gets out of his limo, puts $80,000 to win in Stradivari and leaves?
Do we have any idea who that guy was?
Broke.
No.
Yeah.
No idea, but I heard he listens to your show, but I don't think he listens to your show anymore.
No.
You can't afford a radio now.
That's why he did it. Yeah. Well, no, I think anybody who can plunk down $80,000 on a bet probably has got a lot more in the bank.
Which brings us to the Belmont Stakes. That horse, our friend Stradivari, is back in there.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I was really impressed with this horse early on, and I've been watching him train at Belmont all week, and he's created a lot of buzz. But, man, I'll be damned. I like the horse. I think the horse is training really well. He looks like, you really never know until you load into the starting gate who will go 1.5 miles and who won't.
Yep.
But if that horse will go 1.5 miles, he's going to be really tough tomorrow.
So Gary, it sounds like he's one of your favorites to at least place in the Belmont.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll tell you who I kind of admire watching him train this week, too, is the horse Lonnie, the horse from Japan. And that horse, it's just an amazing piece of work watching those guys work. They bring him up to the starting gate. There's like 10 guys. One guy's rubbing him. One guy's talking to him. One guy's loading him in the gate. He's got like his own little team that's following around. He's like J-Lo. Like Lonnie is like J-Lo. Wherever J-Lo goes, she's got like 60 people. One's rubbing her feet, one's talking to her, one's feeding her. And that's how Lonnie is. It's pretty amazing. It's an amazing team. And Lonnie ran a sneaky good race in the Preakness, man. He made up 25 lengths in the stretch. He really looked good. I mean, that horse certainly looks like he's cut out to go 1.5 miles. So while the public loves Exaggerator, and I don't want to take anything away from Exaggerator, he's a heck of a horse. I think it's Exaggerator, and I like Lonnie and Stradivari to upset.
Now, Lonnie is... I'm sorry, Joe.
Well, I was just... Gary, you're Gary Contesta joining us right here on 104.5 The Team. As a trainer, these, for lack of a better term, high-maintenance horses like Lonnie, are they typically successful? Yeah,
I've rarely had a really good horse that didn't have quirks. Good horses have quirks, and that's what... And we cater to them. Just like good people have quirks and we cater to them, and that's just the way it is. Look at the leaders in the sports world. I mean, let's face it, they all get their butts kissed and they get treated like they're leaders in the sports world. So yeah, a lot of quirky horses out there, especially good ones, because we have a much better tendency to let them get away with it.
Yes.
Like, you got a quirky, cheaper horse. You know what you're going to do? You're going to cut his nuts off. You're going to castrate him.
Yep.
But when you got a horse like Lonnie that's quirky, you're certainly not going to cut his nuts off because he's got a future as being a stallion. So you kind of put up with him.
Got it.
I'm going to start running right now.
I feel like a cheaper horse.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I know there's a few people out there that would like to castrate Wolf. Okay,
the list grows every day, Gary.
Yeah. There's a couple F and X's out there that would like to castrate Wolf.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah. Well, I've been fixed. So.
Oh, good.
So, ladies,
just so you know, there's no chance of a 9-month surprise. Gary, what are some of the tips?
And ladies, a good-looking guy.
Aw.
Well, isn't that
not just because he's quirky doesn't mean you have to be nice to him too, Gary?
Gary, are you coming on to me? Because I'm available.
I do think you're good looking, but I'm still good with my wife now.
Yeah, Jen is terrific. So, what are some of the ticks that you've had to work with in some of the horses you've trained?
Well, I've had quirks. One of the biggest quirk horses I ever trained was a horse called Owen's Troop. And Owen's troop ran so hard that he would pass out after the race. So when he broke his maiden as a baby, we had a winner's circle picture. And every time he won after that, he ran at Monmouth. He ran in the New Jersey circuit. He was like Horse of the Year, New Jersey bred. And every time he ran, he would pass out after the wire. So I would have 4 guys about an eighth of a mile past the wire with buckets of ice and everything, and the ambulance would be sitting there and everything else. So the best part of that was the horse won 14 races, and every winner's circle picture was that same one from when he broke his maiden, because he never made it back to the winner's circle.
That's awesome.
And his name was Owen's Troop, and that's a true story. And I had this big guy with 2 big buckets of ice water waiting for him an eighth of a mile after the wire. And every rider knew it. As soon as he crossed the wire, he would start getting wobbly, and they would pull him up, jump off him, and everybody would start hitting him with ice.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing. Gary Contesta joining us, Levac and Wolf, 104.5 The Team. Gary, you got any good ones running today?
I run one at Belmont tomorrow, a horse called Turco Bravo, and interestingly, it's a 1.5 mile race, and he's the 1.5 mile specialist. That's what his game is. I bought him out of South America. He's a horse that wants to run all day. He won the flat-out stakes last time out, going 1 mile 3/8. So he is a proven horse at the distance, and he's in the Brooklyn tomorrow, which is running as the 4th race. And that's a $400,000 race, and we're the second choice. I mean, you got to beat Kid Cruz, but I think I can turn the tables on him tomorrow. So I do believe I have a pretty good shot.
What's his name? What's his name again, Gary? So we can bet him.
Turco Bravo. And we get Javier Castellano, which isn't going to hurt him any either.
No, that's fantastic, man. Gary Contesta right here, Levac and Wolf, 104.5 The Team.
Gary, we always appreciate you coming on with us. So tomorrow, if you had to pick the superfecta, what 4 horses would you put in?
I like it.
I'm going to tell you right now. I would do a superfecta key. I would put Lonnie, Exaggerator, and Stradivari in the top and the second position. I would put Lonnie and Stradivari alone in the 3rd position, and then I would throw in all, and it'll cost you about $80. I would do those 3, 2, all. And I think I would say that's a good shot to absolutely lose your $80.
Oh, great, excellent! I like the disclaimer at the end, Gary.
Yeah, of course. Believe me, I don't think I ever made 2 cents gambling on horses. Never.
Fortunately, you do pretty well training them, though.
Yes.
I have fun training them. But if I bet one, you can believe the rider's going to fall off. He's going to drop the whip. The gate's not going to open. I just don't have luck betting on horses.
Yeah, or they're going to pass out.
That's insane.
I've got to look up a video of a horse.
Like a fainting sheep.
Yeah.
Look for Owen's Troop. I'll send you some win pictures. Every single one is the same winner's circle picture.
Oh, that's
amazing.
great.
That's
really
fantastic. GaryContesta.com. Learn all you need to know about one of the best trainers in the world and a great guy to have on as we get ready for the Belmont. Gary, thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thanks, Gary. Love you.
All right. My pleasure. Take care, guys.
Gary, good luck
Great
tomorrow.
Weekend.
You too.